Hello, everybody. Welcome to round 10 of the Næstved Open. Now, this was actually very special for me because I was in the lead in my group. I was 1 point ahead, so all I needed was a draw at minimum. Now, of course, I'm an aggressive player. I don't play for draws. I play to win. So, it will definitely be very interesting to see how this goes. Now, we do run into an issue right at the start of the game, and some keen eyes might have already noticed it. But right now we're just setting up the game, getting ready, writing down what we need, like what's the tournament, our names, and we shake hands, and I start the clock. Now, right after I start the clock, I sit back and just wait. And I noticed, that's not right. So now I just pause the clock and get all the clock stuff figure out. And then I restart the clock. There we go. So now we start out the game, and he starts out with e4. And I play the principled response of playing e5. Now, we're into a very common position, and he plays, of course, knight to f3. Now, I was deciding whether or not to play knight c6 or f5 in this position. And I chose finally to go with f5. But so far, he plays knight to c3, and I play f takes e4. Now this position is very important for white. You only have one move, otherwise you're no longer winning, and I have completed my gambit. You have to play the move knight takes e5. And he plays knight takes e4, which is a mistake. Very big mistake, because it allows very natural play for me. And I readjusted the king right there. And I simply just play d5. Now, we have a very nice position. It's nothing too much, nothing too little. He has development where I have center space. He plays knight back to f3, c3, and I play e4. He very quickly decides on knight g1, and I very quickly decide on knight f6. He plays what I feel is a mistake with d4, because d3 is a majority of your counterplay, and what you really need to play in this position is d3, just to take care of my center. Fight back for the center instead of just having a d4 pawn that's sort of misplaced. I play bishop to d6. This is a move I really liked. The computer wasn't the biggest fan, but I didn't hate it. He plays bishop g5, and I immediately play c6. Didn't even hesitate. Now, he hovers queen h5, which is a massive blunder. Because if queen h5, I go knight takes h5, bishop takes e1, and king takes d1. But he grabbed the queen, so he had to move it, and he went queen e2. Queen d2. d2. I castle, short. And this position is just very calm. I don't have much to worry about. I'm very knowledgeable in this position, and he goes with bishop e2. I play queen e8, and I got this idea from earlier in the day, where a CM was teaching about a queen e1 idea in the Black Mardemer. So I got this queen e8 idea from there. He goes bishop takes f6, and I go just very calmly rook takes f6. Now, I've got my rook developed, my bishop is about to develop, of course my queen side is a little lagging, and he plays a mistake, f3. And now I have a bunch of moves. I have bishop f4, I have e3, and I have e takes f3, and I chose e3. He goes queen d1. Queen c1 was probably better, so you keep pressure on that e3 pawn, and you don't allow me too much counterplay. Here I was thinking about couple moves. I was thinking of queen h5, queen g6, bishop f5, and bishop f4. I couldn't see a good way to get my knight out yet, so I decided to go with bishop f4. I like bishop f4 because I had this idea. If he were to attack it, I would go queen h5. Anyway, he plays knight b1, which is a mistake, and I go... I'll talk about the idea a little later. Here I hover the queen, and I find the site on queen h5. I'm playing for queen h4. But if he had played g3 instead, I would have played queen h5 anyway. Brilliant move. Now he went with, after knight d1, queen h5, he played c3, allowing queen h4 check. He goes for g3. I go immediately bishop takes g3. He went h takes g3, and I go queen takes g3. And here he sat a little bit of somber, realizing it's made in one. And let's go back to this g3 idea. And then I played a brilliant queen h5. If you take the bishop, queen h4, king f1, queen f2, mate. I also want to show another idea with this bishop takes g3. Is that if you go king f1, I have the beautiful queen to h3 check. After knight takes, bishop takes, king g1, bishop f2, it's mate. And here we shake hands after queen f2 checkmate, after king f1. Now I hope you had a great day. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.